Well, the NFL season's almost here, so I might as well make a playoff bracket on who gets what. Let's start with the AFC. I can't believe I did this stupid pause. I was about to say AFC East, but let's start with the AFC and seed. The number one seed I do predict will be the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Chiefs, with Patrick Mahomes, are still great. Their defense, I think, will be a bit questionable, but I think the Chiefs will be the number one seed. Number two seed, the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens have Lamar Jackson, who's a reigning MVP. They don't have Earl Thomas, but they still have a good amount of defense. The thing is, right now, Lamar, to me, is on the hot seat of being an overrated quarterback. I know many people will be like, why are you talking about? The man became the number one player in the NFL. The man's the reigning MVP. Okay. Do I have to mention that he's 0-2 in the playoffs? If he loses another playoff game, and let's say this time, let's say they do get a number one seed and go 16-0, first round exit, or divisional round exit. Do you know how much of an effect that would be? Like, think about it. A team going 16-0, not even making it to the Super Bowl. That would be a more disbelief than the New England Patriots losing in the Super Bowl, because one team didn't get farther to that point. Didn't get further ahead, but whatever. But you get the point I'm saying. The Ravens will be number 2 seed. Number 3 seed, I want to go with Buffalo. I really do. But sadly, because Bill Belichick's got Cam Newton, I'm picking the New England Patriots to be the number 3 seed and win the AFC East. I want the Patriots to suck. We all do. But he's got a quarterback. He's literally got a QB. So I think we'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong. But New England to me will be the number 3 seed. The number 4 seed, going with the Tennessee Titans. This has to be the year the Titans win that division. Stop trying to be like a 9-7, 9-7, 9-7, 9-7. Don't go with another 9-7. You have to win. You got to get over 9 wins this time. If they don't, they're barely going to make the playoffs. Or not make it at all. So, I just think Tennessee wins their division. I'm not saying like Texans don't have a good QB. They just don't have a good GM and coach. They have a good defense, not a good GM or coach. Okay, so those are the division winners. Now let's go of the AFC. Now let's go with 5, 6, 7. Yes, there's a 7 seed this season. I think it's going to fail. I don't like the idea of it. So the number 5 seed, I am going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh, to me, has got a good enough defense. With Big Ben coming back, I expect the Steelers to be good again. And honestly, they could have made it last season, but hey, it is what it is. All right, the number 6 seed, I'm going with the Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson and J.J. Watt. Yeah, that's right. New England versus Texans and Titans versus Steelers so far. Still, the Texans still have a good defense, and I think Deshaun Watson's still a good QB. It's just that so far, why they won't win the division, I think I just said it too many times. Now for the number 7 seed. I can go with many teams in the number 7 seed. I could go with Indianapolis. I could go with the Jets. No, not the Jets. Never the Jets. Never. Don't ever pick the Jets to make the playoffs. Never. I go with the Browns, brother. I could go with them. I could. You know what? Cleveland, you make the playoffs. I think the Browns make the playoffs this year. Brother, you know you want us. You know it. We'll get it right this time. We haven't got enough talent this time. Watch out, brother. Because we still are the Browns. We are going to make the playoffs. Okay. back to normal. Let's go back to normal. Yeah, I think just Cleveland makes somehow a bounce back. I feel like they will. They still have that talent. And I will not be surprised if they sign Earl Thomas. And if they get Clowney back, then my God, get Clowney in Cleveland. Oh my God, then the hype gets more real. But yeah, Cleveland, number 7 seed. Sue me. No, don't. Please, no. Okay, NFC. Number 1 seed, I'm going with the New Orleans Saints. I think the Saints have got to be the number 1 seed this season. I just look at New Orleans right about now. 3 of the last 4 playoff games, you came up short. And this time, it is your time that you finally not be short. Honestly, I still feel like New Orleans should sign Earl Thomas. I still feel like they should. Because think about, just like I said, look at the 3 last 4 playoff games. Secondary does not step up. I know you want to say, well, about that pass interference should have been called pass interference on the Rams in the NFC Championship. Okay, you could bring that up, but whose fault was it also that they couldn't make a stop on the Rams? Not just in overtime, but also whatever that was remaining of the fourth quarter that was going to head to overtime. Why the Saints defense could not do anything about that? So yeah, New Orleans Saints number 1 seed. Number 2 seed. Oh God, people are gonna hate me for this. I'm going with the Seahawks. I think that the 2nd seed will come down to the NFC West team. I do believe that. I just look at Seattle. No matter how many times we doubt them, even the roster wise, they find a way to get there. I mean, top 5 running team last season. They have a good wide receiver core. They require Dunbar and Jamal Adams. There we go. Quentin Dunbar and Jamal Adams. I hope I said those names. Quentin Dunbar, right? I could be wrong. Sometimes I forget his name. And I sometimes forget that we traded for him from the Washington football team. What a terrible name that is still. What a terrible name. The Seahawks secondary, I think, will be better this season coming up. Now, I'm not saying Legion of Boom better. There is no way they're going to get that type of style back in the secondary. No way. Jadeveon Clowney and Seahawks have still been talking. Seattle's offering him $10 million. He just opted down to $15 million. I don't even know if I even want him on Seattle anymore. If he does come back, interesting. And I think the Seahawks have the best linebacker core. I think it's kind of true. I mean, you got like KJ Wright, Bobby Wagner. Also bring back Bruce Irvin. Well, I think it's a good linebacker core. That's just my opinion, man. That's just my opinion. So yeah, and with the Russell Wilson, anything is possible for the Seahawks. So I'm picking the Seahawks to be the number 2 seed. The number 3 seed, the Minnesota Vikings. Good enough defense, a good running game. Kirk Cousins, he did shock a lot of people last season. I felt like, I know many people just talk about that defense, and the running game, but Kirk Cousins was one of the biggest reasons why they got to the divisional round and why they made the playoffs. I mean, we all get so much hate to Kirk Cousins, but hey, man, it's true. It is true. So now the number 4 seed. Oh God, here we go. Eagles or Cowboys? Let's be for real. The Washington football team and the New York Giants. No way. No. I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys. I just feel like Dallas this season is a more completed team. I'll be shocked if they don't make it this season, because also this time I feel like Dak Prescott will play phenomenal. I feel like he's going to try to do what he thinks he is worth, because I think they franchise tag him, and this is literally the season where he's got to prove that he's worth the contract. So, yeah, Dallas at number 4. Number 5 seed, I will pick the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners have a good enough defense, a great offensive line, a great running game, a great tight end. But there's a problem I have with San Francisco. There's one problem. I would normally say Jimmy Garoppolo. He's just a decent quarterback. I still don't think he's the stats that he just showed. You see last season his stats. It just doesn't show that he's worth the contract extension that he got. It still hasn't shown. I'm not been impressed. But I think the question for the Niners is trust. What do I mean by trust? Coaching trust. The coaching staff trusts. If you look at the Super Bowl they had when they were up big, the players even said, keep running the ball. They didn't listen to the players. They kept then passing. Things messed up. I just think that the San Francisco season, this season for the San Francisco 49ers, will be about coaching trust. Players and coaches trying to trust each other. Because this is the same coach, their head coach. Shanahan was the same offensive coordinator that blew a big lead against the New England Patriots as an Atlanta Falcon offensive coordinator. It's true. And if you do somehow manage to have many games like that this season, how can you gain not just players' trust, but everybody else's trust? I mean, seriously, that's to me the only test that the San Francisco 49ers will have this season. Trust issues. All right. Number 6 seed. Man, this is actually getting pretty tough. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers. I know many people are just criticizing the Packers and all that, but I feel like Green Bay still finds a way to make it. Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers. I do think Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers is still possible to do some things. But we'll see. Maybe it won't be Green Bay. Maybe it'll be Tampa Bay, but I'm going with the Packers. Now, the number 7th seed. Oh my god, this is going to be a difficult choice. The 7th seed, I can go with many teams. Chicago, Tampa Bay, Philadelphia. The list goes on and on. Los Angeles Rams, maybe the Cardinals. I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles. No matter how many times we doubt the Eagles, no matter how many times, the Eagles find a way to make it. Not just by winning the division, but to somehow make it as well, just as a wild card team. No matter how many times we want to doubt them or how many times they get injured, they always find a way to make it. So, yeah, Philadelphia, 7th seed. Well, that's my playoff standings. If I had to say Super Bowl, my Super Bowl prediction will be Saints versus Chiefs. Conference of NFC and AFC championships to me will be Ravens, Chiefs, Seahawks, Saints. That's my conference championships games. Super Bowl, Saints versus Chiefs. And I think the Kansas City Chiefs will repeat as Super Bowl champions. That is my prediction for the Super Bowl. That's just my prediction. Well, what do you guys think? Who goes to the Super Bowl? Who's what seed? Who wins the divisions? Leave a comment down below. Hit the like button and share it with your friends. Subscribe to me more videos like this one. This is TGTV Tech Mode signing off.